Hi, this is Ghee Yeh from the band Mind of Fury, and you're listening to Blevins Nation.
Blevins Nation Entertainment and BlevinsNation.com, the place to go for all the best in rock and roll music, new rock, and podcast. So sit back, hold tight, and open up your ears. The revolution is here. Now here's your host, Chris.
What's up, all you beautiful people out there in Blevins Nation land? That's right, Blevins Nation is back, and this time we are talking with Ghee Yeh, lead singer and lead guitar player of the band Mind of Fury. And guess what? They have a brand new album dropping tomorrow. That's right, July 19th, 2019. Fire. And also a brand new video tomorrow being dropped for Make a Change. And you just heard part of Make a Change. This band is out of Florida, and Ghee Yeh is actually from Chile. And not sure if I'm pronouncing that name right, but anyway, sorry about that, Ghee. But yes, great guy, great band, heavy, killer, melodic stuff. And they are signed to RFL Records, and RFL is dropping that brand new album tomorrow. The video's coming tomorrow. The single's coming tomorrow. And you can also listen to that single and others by RFL artists on Blevins Nation with Blevins Nation on rockrageradio.com every Sunday from 7 to 9 p.m. Eastern Time. Check out blevinsnation.com for all other interviews. Check out Voodoo 13. That's right, Voodoo 13, my band, v13official.com. And we're on Facebook. And Mind of Fury is on Facebook. RFL's on Facebook. Yes, check it all out. And without any further ado, here is my interview with Ghee from Mind of Fury. Hey everybody, this is Chris with Blevins Nation, and we are talking with Ghee of the band Mind of Fury. How's it going?
Good, doing great, man. How you doing, man?
Oh, I'm doing good. It's not quite hump day, so we're not to the middle of the week, but we're getting there.
Yes, in a couple of days going to be 4th of July, so it's good.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, actually, I was, that's what we were going to talk about is the new album dropping, and that's July 19th, is that right?
July 19th, yeah.
All right, very cool. And y'all also have a gig that I showed that same night, a Ronnie James Dio memorial thing down in Florida?
Yeah. We have we're playing with the band named Ghee Yeh because they have like a female singer, and they do a Ronnie James Dio tribute.
Oh, that's pretty cool. I like that. Dio.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah.
Yeah, very
Ghee Yeh,
cool.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's cool, man. Now, tell me a little bit about, what made you decide you wanted to play guitar? What was that first song that struck you?
The first influence, you mean, or what made me pick up a guitar?
Yeah, what made you pick up a guitar? Exactly.
Well, actually, it's very funny because the first thing that I want to pick up was the drum kit.
Oh, yeah.
But, you know, my parents were against it, so I got the guitar instead. I picked up the guitar instead, so yeah. And the first thing was the Beatles. You know, my dad was a big fan, so
Okay.
the first thing I listened as a child with the Beatles when I was, as far as I remember,
Mm-hmm.
probably I was 4 or 5. You know.
Okay. All right. Very cool, man. Now, and you're from, let's see. Oh, my gosh. I just saw that, and I'm trying to remember now.
I'm from Chile.
Chile, that's right. All right.
Chile, yeah.
Okay, very cool. Now, and you moved here around 2012, I think it was, into the States.
2012.
Okay.
Yeah, I came to Florida in 2012, and the first thing I did, I recorded an album with Nick Marino. He's the actual keyboard player and singer for Yngwie Malmsteen band.
Yes. Very cool, man. Wow. I mean,
yeah.
That's just to show up and get somebody like that to record with you. That's pretty amazing.
Yeah. Well, the short version is very glamorous. The longer version was like, I went to a show, you know, and I previously I had a contact with his bass player,
mm-hmm.
and he told me that Nick had a band and they were looking for a guitar player.
Huh.
So I pick up a CD with my phone number and everything, with everything I have done in my country, at least my last solo album that I released there. And I just went there. I couldn't meet with a bass player, but I saw Nick on the hall of the venue. So I just approached him. I said, you know what? I'm a guitar player. I don't know if your bass player told you anything, but I know you need a guitar player. So here's my material. If you like it and you want to work with me, give me a call. He said, okay, sounds very cool, blah, 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 whatever. Kind of a little bit, you know, he wasn't like buying it right away.
Yeah,
but
of course.
the tour ended. That was the last show, I think, of that tour in 2013 in May. And he called me the next day, dude, you're fantastic, blah, blah, blah. And, okay, cool. Let's do something then. So I think the week later, I took a bus to Miami, and I met with him, and we wrote a couple songs, and then the rest is history. We did the album together. His band the name is NZM. So, yeah, The Eternal Fire. I was in that album. It was released a year later, 2014.
Wow, very cool, man. Very nice. Now, what, you know, starting out like it, you know, the Beatles turned you on to music. Well, your dad turned you on to the Beatles, and the Beatles got you, you know, wanting to play. Now, how do you go from the Beatles, and this is just, I know this is a kind of weird question, but how do you go from the Beatles to the style of music you play? It, of course, has been labeled as, you know, Metallica meets Pantera type of thing.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, what turns you that way?
Yeah, the transition went like, you know, I was a child in the 80s, and everything that we had in the 80s was musicianship and great songs, and
exactly.
I was exposed to a lot of that, and I really loved it, you know.
Okay.
So, well, of course, when you're, I don't know, when I was probably 9 and 10, I was into Bon Jovi, you know, Europe, that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And then Metallica, Megadeth, and then all the stuff, Pantera, all the good stuff, you know.
Yeah.
And I was turned out to that too. And then I don't know, some friend of mine's like, dude, you got to listen to this guitar player. It's amazing, and blah blah blah. And this was like probably 1981 or something. And he showed me Odyssey from Yngwie Malmsteen, and it was like, dude, it was perfect, you know, because it was a guitar hero, of course, outstanding, very, very virtuoso, but he had that melodic thing that I really liked from other bands, you know.
Yes.
It wasn't like Steve Vai, you know, like Vai or Satriani. They were like very instrumental and stuff. So I really like it, and that turned me into writing my own songs.
Very cool. Very cool.
So I did demos and stuff like that, and then years later I moved. I lived in a small town,
Mm-hmm.
and then I moved to the capital of my country, Chile, Santiago. And of course, I didn't have any friends, so my only friend was my guitar, and I played a lot, And then I came in to play with a band. The name was Witchblade, and we did a lot of good stuff. I was around 20 about that time, so
Okay.
I opened for bands like Angra from Brazil. I played a lot, opening acts for bands from other places of the world.
Okay.
Like my first show, really good show, was in front of 1,000 people. It was like amazing.
Okay.
Then I left that band and I formed my own. The name of that band was Human Factor, and then we released 2 albums. And our first gig was opening for a band from Spain. The name of that band is Mago de Oz. The Wizard of Oz.
Oh, okay.
And we played a huge arena. It was like 7,000 people and stuff, and then it was great.
Mm-hmm.
We were on the radio, doing TV and shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
So, and then that band, sometimes it's like a real struggle to be a musician.
It is.
Sometimes personalities have to match and stuff. So I did my own thing. It was like Ghee Yeh, the band. It was me and 4 other musicians. I was calling the shots. We were playing my songs, and I did. I released 2 albums with that band. The first one was Turn the Page. The second one was Metal Blast. And in between of 2 albums, we did 2 live DVDs. The first one was Curtain Call, Fuck Yeah was the name of it. And then the second one was live at SCD. It was a venue in Santiago.
Oh, okay. Okay.
And you can find it on YouTube as well. Ghee Yeh, live at SCD, 2012. That was it. And then after that, I had another album done to release as a solo artist, but then I came here and got to start all over again. And the best way to start all over again is being part of the band, not forming one.
Right.
Right. So I did the Nick Marino thing, and then after that, he used to be, the leader and stuff like that, and he was the leader of his own band, and it's kind of hard, you have your own ways. You think what is better for the band. Sometimes you don't agree with some stuff,
Exactly.
So we parted ways, but in a very friendly way as well,
Yeah.
So I was here in Orlando, and I looked for a drummer. I found Henry, and then I find Mike on bass, Mike Frankenbush.
Okay.
So, and we formed a band. Mike had a couple. Actually, he had like 3 songs already written and stuff. So I could grab the demos and just add my vision of his music through my guitar and my vocals.
Yeah.
And that's another thing. I wasn't a singer before. I was always the guitar hero, you may say, the guy that played leads and riffs and stuff like that. But I never did the vocal. I just did backing vocals.
Right.
But everything was so fast, and we found each other. The chemistry was so good. We getting along great and stuff. So we tried to look for a singer. It didn't work, and they told me, you know what, we have heard you sing good. Why don't you give it a shot?
Mm-hmm.
And maybe that was the support that I was, or
looking
the little
for.
push that I was looking for my whole life. So
Yeah.
I did it, and it turned out very good, actually, I think.
Oh, yes. Yeah. Well, to tell you the truth, I mean, I like everything. The singing, the guitar playing, and dude, your drummer is a monster. I mean,
Yeah,
man.
he's great. He's great.
So, but yeah, that rhythm section is very cool, man. So yeah. And to do all that as a 3-piece, I mean, that's pretty amazing. I like that.
Yeah. We tried you know, when you go in the studio, sometimes people, you know, when you work, they try to do a lot of overdubs and make it sound fuller and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But in our case, I try to because I produce the music as well. I try to make it as very close as we play live. You know,
Yes.
so if you notice, I don't know if you notice, but every time I'm doing a solo, you have the drums and bass behind me, but
There's
there
no rhythm.
are no rhythm guitars.
Yeah. Okay. Very
So
cool.
our concept of a band is like, you know, Cream, Jimi Hendrix Experience, or
Mhm.
Van Halen. When you heard, you know, when Eddie
yeah.
was soloing, you can hear Michael Anthony playing the bass and Alex, you know, filling all the holes and stuff. That's our concept, you know.
Okay. Very cool. Very cool. I like that. You know, because so many bands and artists do way more than I'm not saying it's not necessary, but do way more than they can actually pull off live. And you know, I mean, it's you know, and I don't like backing tracks. That's just me. But you know, some people do. You
Yeah.
know?
Yeah, of course, and there's nothing wrong about it, you know.
Oh no, exactly.
But for example, I don't know, it depends, you know. There are bands they use backing track, but if you listen just to the backing track, there's also the band playing, you know.
Yeah.
But you can add, for example, in our case, we add, for example, I'm the only guitar player. I add some harmonies here and there, my solos.
Yeah.
So we have them pre-recorded. I can use a pedal, but I don't like to, you know, every time we switch songs and have a different arrangement, go into the pedal and move the setting. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So it's little stuff like that. But
yeah.
the main core of the band is what you hear in the album. So people that come to the shows like, dude, it sounds just like the record. That's the idea.
Yeah,
you know?
That's cool.
Not that I'm going to do a solo and people expecting to hear a fuller rhythm guitar in the back, because it's not going to happen, and they are not used to it because it's not happening in the album either, you know?
Right, exactly. Now, you know, and I just saw Jeff Tate, you know, do his Operation Mindcrime thing, and of course, that's a concept album with all these pieces interlooping the song, so there's no breaks or anything. And of course, he has backing tracks, and you've got to have for that, you know. And he didn't have a keyboard player, and he needed this and that. Oh yeah, you know. I mean, some things you have to, but you know, when you see a band play, and you tell that they're not playing the exact same thing, and you're hearing a lot of different things. That's just kind of weird, you know. I went to see a live show, not a.
Yeah,
not listen to a CD.
Yeah, you know, back in the day, you know, when I was a kid, I was very impressed. Maybe some people would laugh at it, but you know, bands like Bon Jovi, there were 5 guys back in the day. I'm talking about, not today. There are like 7,000 people on stage.
Yeah,
but back in the day, there were the 5 of them. You know,
Yep.
and every single guy sing, and all you hear was real, except for maybe a couple songs, you know. Living Our Praise, they had pre-recorded backing vocals, or maybe Lay Your Hands on Me, that had something else there. But the rest was really real.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And they sounded like the album.
And that's hard to find. Guys, not only musicians that can play their instruments good or well, but also be able to sing well or harmonize or any of that, you know. To have all of it is just, you know, hard to find.
Yeah, so that's our concept, you know. It's like, try to be as close as the album. And, you know, sometimes it's like, you know, it's like there's too much stuff going on, you know. So, and the way things are going nowadays, you know, it's like so much, it's like going back to the 70s and 60s, you know. Just a band and guys playing, and that's it. That's our view. Our way to see things, you know, keep it real, and try to make a stretch relationship with the fans.
Yeah.
You know,
and back in the day, definitely in the 60s and 70s, but even way before that, when you didn't have all the ability to record 20, 30, 40 guitar tracks and this and that. Everything was recorded live, and you couldn't go back in and yeah, exactly. So you couldn't go back in and cut and paste this area or take this and copy it and put it over here. You know, the digital world is so much easier, but
they kind of did. They kind of did though. They did it. They cut the tape.
Mm-hmm.
We're talking about the tape,
right?
They cut the tape, and for example, if you see the 1990, I think it is 1991, a year and a half from the life of Metallica, they did the Black Album.
Yes,
and they did like, I don't know, maybe 200 takes of each song from Lars playing, and they edited the best parts and everything with the tape.
Yeah, you know, and that just takes away from it to me. You know, that's the beauty of capturing something special. You know,
yeah.
Let it go. Let it rip. Let it be what it was meant to be.
Yeah. You gotta do what you gotta do, but yeah, that was the way. Maybe the real thing was happening maybe with Elvis time.
Right. Or shoot, back further than that when they were recording straight to phono, you know.
That's what I'm talking about. In the early 50s, maybe late 40s, something like that, or maybe earlier than that. I don't know.
Yeah.
I wasn't alive then.
I wasn't. So, well, very cool, man. Now, where can everybody check y'all out? I know they can go to Facebook and check y'all out on Mind of Fury. And
Mind of Fury is a Mind of Fury band. If they look for that, they're going to find us immediately. We have two videos. One from our first album called "Holding On," and the latest one is called "Let Me Fly." That one, it already has like 24,000 views.
Yes. Awesome.
And we're working, and meanwhile we're talking, we have some people working on our second single, Make a Change.
Oh, okay.
The second video. Yeah, we already did that one.
Oh, okay. Now, have y'all already done the video? And they're editing?
It's done.
Okay, so they're editing and stuff like that.
Okay. Doing all that stuff.
Okay,
yeah,
very cool.
All this stuff now. Yeah.
And it's called Make a Change. Okay, very cool. Now, what is the album title?
The album title is The Fire.
The Fire, okay. And that's on RFL Records. So, and you can also check them out, of course, on Facebook and rflrecords.com. Now, do y'all have a website, too?
Our website, you mean?
Yeah.
Or their website. Yeah, our website is mindoffury.com.
Okay, all right.
So there you can find, shirts and koozies and some merch. The latest information about the band,
Okay, very cool. And you got that one show now. Do y'all have more shows coming up? Or y'all working on any kind of tour or anything?
Well, it's kind of early to talk about a tour. I know that RFL is working already to book a lot of stuff for next year because this year, it's already booked. Every festival and every cruise and all that shit is already booked. Yeah, so we're working towards the next year, But I know we have we're doing this in Green Acres, July 19th, with the band Ghee Yeh, and we have another gig for October in Jacksonville. I don't remember exactly. I think it's October 26th.
Okay.
With a band named Eternal Odyssey.
Eternal Odyssey?
And and we have another, I'm working on it, maybe to have something in August and September,
Okay, very cool.
So we're trying to play as much as we can. Last year we played a lot. 2018 we did, I don't know, maybe we did like probably 30 shows. And one of those shows where we did Oklahoma Festival. We played the same night that Vince Neil did their gig, and Brett Michaels and Chip Trick.
Oh, very cool, man. Very cool. Yeah, Rocklahoma is a great festival.
Festival, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Very cool.
It was amazing. A very amazing show, and was cool to be there, actually.
Yeah. Well, very cool, man. Well, Ghee, it's been awesome, man. Anything else you want to add? Well, the CD will be out on July 19th, which is 17 days away, so not long.
Yeah.
And,
the only thing I can say, if you like melodic metal, come and check out our material, because we're melodic, we're very hard and very powerful. Is what I can say. And if you like shredding and all this stuff, as well, of course.
Oh yes, it's got all the elements that you want in a metal band. So
yeah,
that's right. Very good. And definitely go to YouTube and check out. Well, you can check them out on their website. You can check it out on rflrecords.com, mindafury.band.com, but also YouTube. Go find those 2 videos and other videos he was talking about, like with his bands over in Chile. So
yeah. The other stuff, all our material, it's in Spotify, YouTube Music, Google Play, Apple, iTunes, you name it. Every platform possible, or you can find our music. For streaming, download, and if you want a hard copy or something, you can always, email us or email RFL Records. I know RFL Records is going to be, every single artist is going to be available in Canada.
Yes.
South Korea, Europe, and the United States, and I'm thinking South America as well. So it's almost like a worldwide release,
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, and also I heard that John just is now a big sponsor with this breakfast thing over in Europe. Gosh, I can't remember the name of that, but I'll have to.
Yeah.
I'll add that on. At the end.
They have a radio show like every morning that they put RFL artists on the radio.
Yes, that's awesome. Very cool. So definitely.
Very cool.
Yeah, and I think it's on 19 different stations. So that's very cool. So all right. Well, Ghee, it's been awesome, man. Appreciate the talk and the call in and everything, and good luck to you. Good luck on the album. And
thank you very much.
I love the video for Let Me Fly. I can't wait to see Make a Change. So you got a date possibly close to when that's coming out?
The video?
Yeah, for Make a Change.
Make a Change is going to be available. That video is going to be available to everybody watch it on YouTube or Facebook. July 19th as well.
Oh, okay. So the same day. That's awesome. Very cool.
Yeah, we were throwing everything that day.
Okay.
Everything like a bomb.
Exactly. So the Fire album, Make a Change video that day on July 19th, 2019.
Yeah.
And also the show down in, you said Green Acres, Florida?
Green Acres, Florida at Pipers. Pipers is a very, very famous place down there.
Mm-hmm.
We're playing that day too. So we're going to be playing material from this new album, and of course our first album, Do or Die.
Okay.
So
we
want to see you guys there.
Oh yeah, and definitely get out to it. If you're in Florida.
I want to add something. Thank you very much for having me on your show, and I listened to our track the other day. So thank you very much. I'm very grateful and honored to be part of your show.
Oh,
okay?
Yeah, no
Thank
problem.
You.
Hey, appreciate you. It was great talking to you, and we'll talk again.
Okay, thank you very much.
All right, thank you.
Have a good one. Bye.
All right, you too. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thank you all for checking out this podcast. I want to thank RFL Records for, turning me on to Mind of Fury and Ghee and Ghee Yeh. And also I want to thank Rock Rage Radio for allowing me to play the music I love so much and love to promote signed and unsigned and independent bands. So, very cool stuff. Check out BlevinsNation.com for all your interviews. I just dropped this past Sunday, Jeff Tate formerly of Queensryche. That's right, Jeff Tate. Check it out. Check out Danko Jones right before that. And lots of them, man. Really, really, really cool stuff. Don't forget to check out Frank Bello of Anthrax. I want to throw a shout out to my good buddy Marcus out there in California, Los Angeles, with his record label G4L. That stands for Good for Life. And check out his band, To Whom It May. And they go out on the road a good bit. Played with 10 Years, Candlebox, and Drowning Pool. So yeah, very cool stuff. Their one song that's climbing the charts on lots of things is Calculate. So definitely check that out. Check out rflrecords.com for all of the bands that they have. Check out Mind of Fury on Facebook. Check out mindoffury.com. And check out Voodoo 13. That's right, v13official.com. And we're on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. And check out Blevins Nation on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. And you know what? I got to get out of here. Remember, kids, wherever you go, there you are.